Wow. Hello and welcome, Kaz and everyone, to dkgWELP episode 79, question.com.
Wow.
Wow. For audio listeners, you know, we just played a simple clip of all the wows that Owen Wilson's ever said in any movie. There definitely wasn't any Star Wars lightsabers keyed up to any time he said wow. I don't know how to explain that one away, but hey, it was an opening video and a cold opener at that, so thanks for that, Internet. Kaz, how's it going, man?
Going extremely extreme, my dude.
It's going well.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I listened to that thing like 3 times, and I thought it was dumb every time. And then I listened to it the 4th time, and I was like, genius, clever, clean, crisp lock.
Clean, crisp lock, boys. It's another week. It's another dkgWELP. I don't even understand myself sometimes.
But the audio listeners,
joining us
this dejected.
Joining us this week are family friends, as we like to call them. The one, the only, the true Phunockery.
Hi. How's everyone doing?
Okay. All right. That's your intro to your show.
Yeah. Yep. Dude,
and also, with a better introduction to their self, Petvetm.
Howdy, Neil.
Joining us from Steven Universe, an actual Lars cosplayer.
Howdy, Neil. That's all I have to say.
Kaz, where do you find these people?
Yesterday I was
Discord,
like...
if you would also like to... Oh, God.
You can't insult the guests, and you can't insult the guests' intros and then say, do you want to be on our show?
If you would also one day like the possibility of ever joining us on dkgWELP, head on over to discord.com, find an invite to the Drunk Kids Gaming Discord, however you might do that from an audio device.
The least possible way to get to our Discord is to go to discord.com and somehow find a link on their website. If you would like
we are one of the fucking featured Discord servers on discord.com. If you can figure it out, all right, bro.
No, but seriously, we're joined today by 2 of our friends that we talk to almost every day, Petvetm and Phunockery, longtime fucking fans and members. Petvet's been on the show a couple times. Phunockery's been on the show once, twice. Yes, once. We keep inviting you and then bumping you for other people. It's horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The love. I love it.
I appreciate your flexibility. But yeah, for the most part, this is the crew. I always talk about it on every live stream that I do, that the real meat and potatoes of the Drunk Kids Gaming community is our Discord, which it just is a representation of the current place that we all hang out around, and that's these guys. So prepare to have fun. You know, I love these episodes because we get to just hang out, and just, I'm not trying to, not that, I'm turning anything off for you guys, but, I like to just chill and hang out with my bros versus, trying to impress somebody or whatever, So, yay! Thanks for being here. Thanks for accepting and making your Sundays free.
It's a turn-off show, not a turn-up show.
Turn off
or turn down? No, I don't. You know what? I don't know these fucking words the kids use.
We'll workshop it. It's okay.
Well,
we'll get
Get you there.
We'll get there.
We need to invent new slang. That's the thing, right? You wanna invent some new slang?
Swibble.
No, actually, no. Let's not do that.
It starts from somewhere. Petvet, it didn't just get created and gifted upon high.
It doesn't start with fucking
everything you love started in a podcast.
Brainstorming over
Here we
Skype.
go.
Like, what the hell?
Everything you love was a brainstorm over Skype.
Yeah, do it.
All those things behind you were once a brainstorm over Skype session on someone's dumb podcast.
I'll get my word dice.
That's how the world was born.
Yeah.
A brainstorm over Skype.
On Monday and somehow use the word swivel and then get kids to start using it. Whatever it means is whatever it means. But we're going to start using swivel. I don't know how to spell that.
I remember, I think it was Sam.
What's the deal?
I think
Squibble.
it was either Sam or his sister that was convinced they came up with the word shui. Shui. Like, yeah, that's shui.
Not a Pauly Shore word?
No, I think the first time I ever heard it was actually on a Batman and Robin cartoon, like one of the younger ones, one of the cartoons back in the like early 2000s. And it was either Sam or her, but they were like, "Oh shit, that word caught on. I started that." And I was like, "Okay." But maybe, you don't know. It wasn't over Skype for sure, but might have been over.
Oh, Batman Beyond. Yeah, Batman Beyond is shit, dude.
Is that the one with Mr. Freeze?
Stop talking.
Scissorp. Yeah, that's a Sam original right there, right? Anyways, how's your week been, Kaz? It's we didn't do last week because my grandma turned 80. How's everything been keeping up with you, man?
It's been well, doing the sports podcast thing. Go check that out, Sports Odds and Ends with the one young VZ.
It's gonna be kicking in full gear now that football started, right? Talking about League of Legends leagues and shit.
We did talk about League of Legends.
That's a legitimate sport now.
Yeah. No, we mostly, to tell you the truth, the thing JVZ has constantly been putting a story in there about, which is just making me immensely angry, is the talks of the possibility of adding esports to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad at that part, right? Like I view esports as a legitimate competition between two people or groups of people, right?
Yeah.
And there was talks because, and this is going to sound racist, but the Asian Games had a feature of esports at the whatever year events that was in Asia, and they're going to do it again. And then the Paris Olympics was like, yo, we thought that was pretty cool, but we want to one-up them. We're thinking about making esports a medal event, but it's not really up to us because it's, you know.
Well, I have a question for that though. Is like, and I'm sure this has been answered over time, but like, just being a sport doesn't necessarily mean an Olympic thing, right? Like,
no,
Olympics like feats of strength and stuff. Like,
no. See, so that's where you get confused, right?
Is there football in the Olympics?
No, there's not. Football hasn't made it to the Olympics, but there is basketball. There is hockey.
Is there really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Hockey's been in the Olympics forever, bro.
But like, what do you? I mean,
so you have to. The governing body of your sport, which is one of the hurdles that esports faces, is there is no overall governing body for esports. Each video game is handled differently by its own governing body.
Yeah. Right. It was just smart and took over as soon as it could.
Well, no, but they're not the governing body of esports. They are the governing body of League of Legends.
Oh, gotcha. My bad. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the NBA is the governing body of basketball generally.
Yeah,
right?
but each game is its own thing, though. It's not like, I mean, yeah, they're similar, but it's not like Dota can be compared to League.
No, but in those people's minds it is, right? Because you say, well, this is a MOBA and this is a MOBA, but they're not the same MOBA. So they go, what do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna look at football and soccer and be like, well, you both use balls and you both have goals. Like, what's different? You know, like, why don't you just combine?
But you got to understand, to these people, it's video games, right? So
yeah.
They're just like, well, how is this, a competition? And the thing that made me so fucking mad was like the official Olympic committee, who has the say over what becomes an Olympic sport, was like, well, the Olympics is all about, competition, and these things involve competition. But hold on, let me go find the quote from this motherfucker.
We struck on a nerve. For more of this kind of this kind of lively Kaz conversation, you can check out sportsoddsanend.com. It's at the show notes of every episode. You can click it with your little clicker.
Mm-hmm.
It's down there. What is your saying? Are you shaking your head over
there?
Don't. I don't. You can't.
So the president of the official Olympic Committee basically said these things promote violence and do not promote like harmony among people.
What?
So, and the Olympics is all about promoting harmony among people and not promoting violence and shit like that. So yeah.
What about shot put?
Which is dumb because like hockey's
Here,
a
let me give
thing,
you
right? In the Olympics,
Yeah.
and that's like the most violent sport other than boxing.
That's such a throwaway like ignoramus fucking quote like oh yeah, video games are bad because they're not.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go hunting
Yeah.
ducks or put a bunch of Jamaican guys in a tube and shoot them down a thing. Or that's still an Olympic game,
You're
right?
making me crazy.
Or we're gonna have Tony Hawk do a 420 T swizzle off the backboard of a whatever.
We
skate.
want. So this is exactly what he said. We want to promote non-discrimination, non-violence, and peace among people. This does not match with video games, which are about violence, explosions, and killings. Yeah. And there we have to draw a clear line.
This was the head of the Mormon Church that quoted this, or is
the head of the International Olympic Committee?
Great, awesome. That's the equivalent. Yeah. That's the equivalent of the old FCC guy, fucking, being like, "Hey, the internet's really hard and it's getting clogged because the tubes are filled." Like that's the equivalent of that. Like,
yeah, that's the same argument as like, bruh, video games make people shoot things.
Yeah.
All of them have guns.
Oh, it's a non-issue. Like there's no need to argue any of that because the more we argue something like that, the more we give it credence. It's literally just saying, I don't understand what I'm talking about, so ignore me.
and then the other thing about this that makes me mad, right? Because there's multiple parts to this. So then the other thing about this that makes me mad is then the thought process of people, right? If you read like a lot of the comments on these articles, is people going like, "What they're going to have Overwatch in the Olympics? That community is so toxic. What are they going to stand up there and call each other faggots all day?" And I'm like, you're drawing a distinct line between the people who play the game and professionals who play the game. Like you're atoning your skill level at the game to a professional's skill level at the game because they're like, oh, they're just gonna do, like hook, they're gonna fucking pick Overwatch because it's the most popular sport, and it's like, no.
So my only concern is in its current iteration, I don't see how. Well, I mean, with the draw of what we are currently calling esports, the big League of Legends tournaments and the big Overwatch tournaments and stuff, with the multi-cameras and the shoutcasters, I don't see how that would fit in the Olympic world. I mean, it may, now that I now apparently know that there's basketball games that get played for the Olympics, which I've never seen in my 30 years of existence.
Honey,
I just watch the things that are like, that man can throw
When's the last time you've seen the Olympics?
This is the Olympics to me. That man can throw a ball really far. Oh shit, that man can throw a javelin really far. Oh my god, that guy jumped really high. That's what the Olympics is to me. Like, you did a big thing.
So they're skateboarding, they're snowboarding,
yeah,
they're
that
skiing,
guy spun around a billion times and he landed it. Sweet. Like, it's not like there's no like two teams and you watch a 60-minute game. That's just weird. That's like you just watched a game. Like, there's no who won that. I mean, does everyone get a medal? Does the team get an award?
Yes. Yes, everyone who participated gets a medal.
That seems weird. That seems like not Olympics. That just seems like
Curly tries to figure out what
that just seems like a fucking. That just seems like an exhibition game of like all stars.
Curly, and I don't know what it's
like. What? That's an all-star game.
Now, if the Harlem Globetrotters were like the people who do
why aren't the Harlem Globetrotters winning
is,
every single game of the Olympics?
In the Olympics, yes.
Did they?
Not in America.
Do.
It's not always individual competition, but.
There's a lot about there, honey.
Yeah. One of the ways, and this was a thing a long time ago, and I don't remember where it was. It was on like maybe G4 or MTV or some shit like that. But a long time ago, they kind of enacted this like video game Olympic thing, calling it an Olympic thing, where what they did was they took two rosters of teams who competed in different games, and then they would all kind of play their game against each other, and then the team with the most points at the end won, right? So you would have somebody who played, and these were different games at the time. So it was like you had a team that played Counter-Strike, you had a team that played Quake, or you had guys that did fighting games, but they were all one team going against another team who had people who did those things as well. And you kind of did like a back and forth, and then it would come down to like a point, like you would get points per win, right? So like the Quake team would win. All right, that's 1 point on your whole team. Yeah. And then you had to have a certain amount of points to win. So it would always come down to like, all right, let's put this team versus this team, and that's the final decider.
It seems like there would have to be
was really
a point system that was based outside of what the game's doing, like for technical shit and
you
stuff.
Could do that you could do that.
And they do that with like fencing and stuff like that, right? Like or mixed martial arts shit. Like you can win on technical shit versus the actual murdering someone.
Who wins the game, and you get a point for that based on whatever. But like, there's all kind of other shit that could go into it. But then the
that's
other
what I'm
thing
thinking
was
it has to get to at some point if it's going to be considered something that people want to watch. I mean, I've shown. I mean, the real thing is
what it was. Fuck, was it Arena? Damn, I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
Well, so just recently they did the whole Starcade thing with Twitch, where you can watch old episodes of the fucking video game show, and it reminded me of those times where, like, I remember watching that show and being very frustrated as a kid because, like, in a 20-minute episode, with advertisements and everything, you're trying to showcase like 5 or 6 games, and it's like, here's Rock'em Sock'em race cars, and the kid's like, okay, cool, I'm really good at this game, and they're like, okay, you got 12 seconds to get 5,000 points, and he's like, what am I supposed to? Okay, and he's like, oh, you crashed, and then it's like the game takes 30 seconds to reload. Okay, I guess I'm done. Like, is that it? And then it doesn't seem like they didn't really think about the format mixing with the way the games actually function, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I want to see if it's going to be something that they take on to a bigger, broader market, that they have some kind of technical scoring thing. But then again, the only reason you need that is because what comes down to it is you just want viewership, right? You want what people will watch. And in all honesty,
which is to me why at some point they added esports. I mean, not esports, fucking extreme sports.
of course, yeah. Well, I mean, like, so I was gonna say, like, they need to revamp something, but then I thought about it, and like, even my boss, who's a big old curmudgeon about anything new, like I showed him some of the better Shoutcaster games. Some of those Shoutcaster games of like League of Legends back when it was like when we were watching it and shit. And all you need is someone to explain what's happening in a way that can make it exciting for a viewer who has never seen it before. And my boss was like, yo, we should go to the bar and watch this. And I was like, yeah, this is fucking fun. And he's like, and he got really into it, And I think they did a good job of it.
Yeah. Like the casters make everything, like fucking, and that's just what it is. Like, but I don't know. It's a thing that I don't know. It just makes me humanly mad. Especially like, I normally comments don't faze me, but it's just shit like this where people are like, people say the same shit you were saying. It's just like, I don't understand why people want to compare esports athletes to people who are at their peak of human performance.
Yeah, I mean, again, so as I said, and I hate to be this guy that like tries to act all hipster about it, but like when I read shit like that, what it says to me is I don't understand what I'm talking about. Ignore me completely, because the more you talk about that and try to argue it, you're giving it credence. So the more you're like,
because then his follow-up, I just don't see esports being on the same level of recognition.
Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Competitive nature of most esports games, notwithstanding the teams that compete, just don't seem to fit the same scale of athlete in quotation marks.
Honey, you just need a timeout. Sit down. I understand people are different from you, but just relax. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Look, I don't understand what's happening.
Just because every time you play Overwatch, you don't win, doesn't mean that people who are at the fucking highest standard of like humans.
All you need to do is put Day 9 on fucking the Olympic Fox channel or whatever the fucking shit is. Put his ass out there and tell him to fucking smile that smile, baby. Put that shit on national TV. You get everybody watching. Just get him out there laughing at himself, laughing. It'd be great. My favorite video of all time.
But I do love the continuation following down this of all the people who shit on that person who made that comment. Like, motherfucker, have you not seen the people who do curling? You're gonna call them the peak physical fucking condition of fucking the human race?
I mean, so there are places to argue that argument, which I don't want to get into because
no.
You're giving it credence.
But
the curling people is not where you lead in with that. Those people are fucking buffed. You ever try to brush a fucking broom like that? It takes all your strength. That's not you don't make curling your scapegoat here. Sorry, there's other sports. give it other sports.
There's fucking there's fucking equestrian in the Olympics.
Olympic dressage.
Fucking horse dancing, bro.
Petvet's voice isn't working.
Oh no, Petvet's gone.
Petvet doesn't work. All right.
I forgot I was muted.
Welcome back.
We're good now.
Aww.
You forgot you were muted, yeah.
So there was a comment you looked excited to say.
No, it's not worth it.
Oh, God damn it.
I've formally decided it's not worth it anymore.
I was going to ask everybody else.
Worth
I was going to ask everybody else how their weeks were doing, but Cass took up all the time talking about the comment section of some Olympic sports podcast. So hope you all had a good week. We're going to go straight into the news. Cass.
Talk to people. Don't fucking.
dkgWELP.
Let's fill that knowledge hole.
With Kaz and Carly's news bag.
Cass on the water
This
bottle.
is the water I don't know if this is the water I was drinking.
2017 was top of the line.
Nope, this is the water I was drinking. All right, so we got news stories. You could always just fucking start, bro. All right, so it's hurricane season, and we've already had kind of one bad one down in Texas. We're kind of in the middle of one down in the Florida area. But while the kind of goings on were happening,
Hurricane apocalypse.
Hurricane apocalypse. There might be one that will hit the East Coast as well, depending on how things go. So
yeah, for a moment I thought you might say West Coast, and I realized, nah.
No, we're just on fire. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's up there too. Yeah.
So
shit's
the
rough.
Florida police gave people a lot of warnings about things that were going to happen, like telling them that like during probably the most major parts of the storm, you're on your own. Because we will not be able to get to you. So don't call us.
Wasn't it 5 days ago they were like, leave. Please, leave.
But not everybody always does.
Damn it. Sorry.
One of the other
I hate to
warnings
victim blame,
they
but
did-
Jesus.
One of the other warnings they also did give to people were that if you are a gun owner who lives in Florida, be advised that shooting the hurricane ain't gonna help. Don't do that.
This is Florida?
Yes.
You know, because they put out these announcements, and it's like there was a reason that someone had to type that up. Someone somewhere was like, did we ever tell anyone not to shoot at storms? Shit. Okay,
so
write the article, please. Please tell someone to go.
Here's what happened was
You can't kill the wind.
As a joke, a guy made a Facebook page called "Shoot at Hurricane Irma," right? And then it got like a lot of likes and a lot of comments.
It's a big raid
lot
boss.
of shit. So the sheriff's department took it among themselves to be like, "Bro, don't do that."
I'm just imagining like a bullet getting whipped back around at you or something like this. Something terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
No,
yeah.
like if you pull this up, there's their Twitter post in it that has a great image. On it says, "Bullets come back. Don't shoot."
That's what I was thinking. I mean, that's
Shoot
right.
at the hurricane shoots back, bitch.
This is how bullets work. I mean,
God,
no.
I love the hate.
But what this is literally, don't piss in a fan. Like, don't piss into the wind.
Yeah,
Like,
I
this
love
is-
how they had to take the time to model this diagram of how fucking wind works.
This is someone Someone went to college.
Why there's a sniper rifle though?
But
Jesus Christ.
It's gotta get the weak point. The weak point's right here. This looks like this. I swear to God, I've seen this graphic in World of Warcraft raids. Okay, this is how we've had to take down bosses. Someone has used this before to explain to 30 other people how to take down a boss. I have fought this World of Warcraft boss. Holy shit.
God, I just can't get over the bullets come back, don't shoot.
I mean, all of it, none of this says anything about a hurricane. I swear to God, this was taken off of some World of Warcraft post.
I'm caught up on a sniper, I'm sorry.
The rain bands. Wow, hurricanes are terrifying. How do you guys do this? Out of stress and boredom. Why do you try lighting
like
on fire?
asking somebody on the West Coast how they deal with fucking earthquakes.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. Like when we had the last big we haven't over like 5 years or so, the San Diego fires. I'm not even joking, and I again bless his heart, but my dad was on his roof with a hose, just standing there, like he was gonna fucking stop it. And he's like, I paid for this home and I don't have fire insurance, so I'm fucking going down with it. I mean, he's in the middle of an urban area. Like, there's no way a fire's gonna get to him. And if it really did, it'd be a fucking inferno that jumps streets and shit. Like, so it would be a scary ass windy inferno that he's not gonna fight off with a garden hose. But that was my dad, the son of my grandpa. It was literally that guy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What is the armor? What is this? What is that?
I've been staring at that for 10 minutes trying to figure it out.
Yeah, just over the weak point.
I think this is why people thought they could shoot at it, man.
Oh Christ!
Yo, this is an anime waiting to happen. It's like hurricane
Let's
and
do
fucking
it.
monsters. Like, you have to get to the weak point. He's the greatest sniper alive, dog.
I'm trying to find the wind boss that we fought in WoW.
I know what you're talking about.
You had to jump from platform to platform, and he had fucking tornadoes and shit. And
Yes.
I swear to
Oh
God,
God.
it was fucking complicated.
Oh wait, hold on. I was just going to go look for this. Go back to that article, scroll down to this dude trying to stand in the fucking wind. It's the greatest thing ever, bro. It is the greatest thing ever.
Is this the video here?
Simon Brewer, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Whoop.
Oh my God!
Yep.
Take that, SJWs. Where's your gun control now?
This is my fucking hero right now. This is the man that should be president. Just fucking fuck Spider-Man, fuck Batman. That man needs to be on the fucking front cover of everyone's lunch pail and cereal.
Jesus shit.
Oh, Florida Man strikes again.
God damn, that is a hero. Was that pepper spray he had? Was that pepper spray?
No, I think he was trying to measure the winds.
Jesus.
I love that shit. That's some Mary Poppins win right there.
Yeah, he's a meteorologist and storm chaser.
This right now. I mean, complete tangent. This is why I'm a little happy I grew up on the West Coast, because I would be this guy. I'd be out there with my dumbass friends, be like, "Yo, drive me closer, bro, drive me." No, I know the car is going backward. Drive me, floor it. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be hilarious. Just get the video camera. Go. Did you get that, please? Because that man's dead in 5 seconds when something whips up in the air and smacks him in the face. Like,
somewhere there's a fucking parallel dimension.
I also
there's
love
a storm chaser.
yes,
And it's amazing.
Not the West Coast.
If you pay close enough attention, right? This dude went out there with a mask. That fucking storm was like, no.
Well, one, he's.
I'm gonna take that off your face.
I'm not lying. He's wearing a paintball mask. It looks like to me.
Yeah, and it was like
That's a paintball mask.
nah.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah, but I love,
baby.
I love
There it goes.
that storm almost
Bye.
took him. That storm almost took him,
I love.
and
I
he was
love
like, "You shall not take me on this day."
I need this with the Super Saiyan music, and he's holding a cross, and he's just, the Lord will not take us tonight.
You shall not.
Someone needs to get to editing that video. That's got to happen at some point. Oh, your all storms are crazy. I don't even know how you get back. I mean, how do you? Oh, whatever. I'm done. Over it. It's fucking great.
I'm never done.
That's my follower alert for life.
Mm,
I'm gonna just watch storm videos until you find a story.
no, so I was trying to like link it to the storm shit. So in lighter news,
Shit.
and this is just completely a lighthearted, fun story because I can come up with them too, just like all of the horrible stories I come up with. But this one is a nice jaunty tale about a passenger crew. What's it called? Like a cruise liner, like a big old cruise liner, like where you go and you spend your 80s on. So a bunch of people, 4,000 to be exact, on board. They were stranded in Miami after fleeing other cruise liners and smaller boats that couldn't support them, and they had to like get out, but they couldn't leave because they would just get hit by the hurricane. So this cruise liner picked them all up, and the captain was like, "Yo, don't worry, I can outrun the storm." And he outran the storm.
Oh, good.
And now, right now, according to this article, they're still floating around, stranded at sea, but not really stranded, because according to the captain, what he tells everyone is, we've got no place to set, anchor, but we've got pretty much unlimited food and unlimited booze, and so everyone's just kind of enjoying themselves. I think it's badass. They're just, everyone's
That
partying on
sounds
this boat.
tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking boat party.
Next there?
Let's do it.
It's a Norwegian
Yeah.
boat called the Escape. It left Thursday from Miami with thousands of displaced passengers, whose voyages were cut short. And yeah, they're just floating around. They have no idea where they're going to land eventually.
No, just kicking it. I dig it.
I have
Oh,
to
yeah.
say the name of the boat is the best one for the situation. The Escape, the Hurricane.
The Escape.
Escape that hurricane. I mean, that man said he could do a thing, and he did a thing. He was like, "Yo, my boat is named the Escape, and I can outrun this hurricane." If I walked up on a man like that, I'd be like,
God, that's the
Alright.
dream, though. That's the
Alright.
dream. He's fucking living his life. I love it.
Yeah, he's like
Hell yeah.
The Margaret Cunningham, 65 of Washington, decided to stay on board. They've been very clear that they're not going to run out of food, and they're not going to run out of water, and they're not going to run out of booze, which is very important. So we're just going to stay on and enjoy the ride.
Hell yeah. Chase that paper, my man. Go for it.
Love it.
Follow the dream.
Happy story. Yeah. Fuck emergency shelters and shit, man. You know what I'm going to do if Miami has
Get
a
a
fucking
fucking
storm?
boat.
Get on a boat.
Just get on a boat. Party boat.
Oh, it's good times.
"Fuck yeah."
And then thousands of kids were conceived 9 months later.
Ugh.
Oh, wow. No.
Yikes.
Oh shit, I just lost thing.
Ugh.
One of my
All right.
go ahead, please.
No, want to hear what? I want to hear this now.
No, I have
You start.
I have
Do it.
So I have a really old story, which it's not really like, it's not really a story. It's more of just a fantastic thing that everyone should read in their life. It was reminded. It was reminded to me because I actually brought it up when I was hanging out. Sunbun came down this weekend, by the way, and we were talking about stuff. And I was explaining this story to my friend Erica. This story came up on Reddit again, but it's from 2006. This man posted basically a very well told recant of of why you should never let your Roomba run over dog poop.
Yeah, I've heard these kind of stories.
It is described as pooptastrophe, poopocalypse. It's told in amazing prose. The guy, it's a read that everyone should do at some point in their life. But it starts off very much with like, hey, at some point my dog went to shit between 1 a.m. and 2 o'clock. How do you know I know that? Because at 2 o'clock the Roomba comes on, and that's how I found my house destroyed. It's like,
this is a good story that everyone wants to hear right now at this moment.
Yeah, Sunbun was eating when I was telling the story.
By all means, recant it in detail.
It's like, what do you clean first? He's like, at first, I thought, I'd shampoo my child, and then I'd try to save the Roomba, and then he heard the horrible poopy death of the Roomba as he tried to scrub it, and then eventually take it apart and clean the motherboard and the wheels, and then the carpet, and oh god, the carpet. And then there's my favorite little part is this little picture he kind of drew, of where
I love it.
Of a Roomba's directional crossing throughout the.
It's so simple, but you can fucking understand it perfectly.
You can feel the emotion in that picture.
He's like,
you can just you can feel the despair.
He's like, you know what really makes you happy is that it's 3 a.m. and you scrub and you try to clean that rug, and you knew from the moment you picked it up that the rug was going to go in the trash, but you know it's your wife's favorite rug, and she's going to wake up in 2 hours, and you need to be able to tell her with a straight face that you tried, and you tried, and you tried. Oh God, you tried, but then you threw away the rug. It's like,
this is a modern Shakespeare tragedy, is what it is.
No.
Like I've heard these
put
stories.
this shit on the
of,
big screen.
Somebody was telling it of his Roomba, did its thing at night, and he woke up to it just spreading poop on walls and just doing. And he's screaming no,
but it was too late.
Same thing,
alas.
and he's like, man, I paid a lot of fucking money for this thing. It's gonna work again. And he took it apart, and then he was like, it was just in pieces. It was just pieces everywhere. And I was like, I didn't know what I had gotten myself into. And he's like, I just didn't know what to do. It was just in pieces. It was everywhere. And he's like, and I put it back together, and it made a weird noise, and then it just wouldn't.
Yeah.
It tried.
Do not under any circumstances let your Roomba run over dog poop. If the unthinkable does happen and your Roomba runs over dog poop, stop it immediately and do not let it continue the cleaning cycle. Because if that happens, it will spread the dog poop over every conceivable surface within its reach, resulting in a home that it closely resembles a Jackson Pollock poop painting. It'll be on your floorboards, it'll be in your furniture legs, it'll be on your carpets, it'll be in your rugs, it'll be in your kids' toy boxes, it'll be near the floor, it will have poop on it.
No, keep going. Don't just keep talking. It's great.
I'm gonna be right back.
That's a
I'm
good
sorry,
image.
guys.
That's a good image that I want in my head forever.
Those awesome wheels, the ones with checkered surfaces for better traction, they left 25-foot poop trails all over that.
Yeah, no, that's really good words that you're saying right now. That's stuff that I want to remember in my head, so
if you want it, the story's there. I suggest you read it. It's fantastic. It's a good read. It all works out in the end.
It's a good read.
It's fantastic. I had to share it. It was one of those ones I had to share. I'm in a nice mood this dkgWELP where I'm sharing only happy, fun stories that make you giggle inside. It did get a little cat in the hat there, though, or green eggs and ham there, didn't it? For a moment, Buck. It did. Would you poop in a box? Would you poop with a box? Fantastic.
But I would think by now, with how long Roombas have been in the market, somebody somewhere would be like, yo, let's make a Roomba that can handle dog shit.
That's a lot to handle.
That doesn't that's assuming that there are that many people in the world that just fucking leave dog shit around their house that it's worth putting all the time and money into developing a Roomba that fucking works with dog shit.
If you have a dog, at some point,
you?
your shit will get somewhere. The dog shit's gonna get somewhere. Like,
but that's also assuming that everyone who has a dog that shits on the floor also has a Roomba.
So has the Roomba. What's the fucking
Yo,
overlap
I've heard enough of these stories to know that it's a thing. Okay.
How many
stories
have you heard?
I know you don't clean anything, Pet Vet. Dogs shit places. You 99% of the time you're good to go, but occasionally Luna's a lovely cat. I love her to death. 3 times out of my life with her, I'll just find a turd somewhere, just somewhere. And I'm like, how? Why? There was no reason.
Have the same consistency as dog shit does.
I think it's depending on food, because Prim used to
I don't want to continue on this path.
Prim was a shotgun.
About this right now.
She was just...
I will have this conversation, Pat.
I can't keep talking about this.
Sprox, a Great Dane's poop is a corgi. I mean, that's pretty much the way that those sizes work. The Great Dane poops a corgi poop, and then the corgi poops a normal poop.
What kind of corgis have you been around?
One's made of poop. All right, anyways, Kaz, you take the wheel. Please,
right,
steer us away from this horrible poop catastrophe.
I don't know if this is any better. All right.
Shit, I have another poop story. Go on. I forgot about it.
Save it for a rainy day.
Let's do it! No more poop. Let's do it. Go take a poop. Go take a poop, Pat.
Oh, man. All right. Don't show this article on stream. So for those of you out there who are rich enough, be careful, because your sex robot might kill you if it gets hacked. Experts say.
There's so much to unpack there. I don't know where to start.
Well, yeah.
All right. No. Okay. I can go with this. I can go with this because I've been writing porn. I've been writing smut and all sorts of stuff like that. And there is a legitimate issue with Bluetooth vibrators and sex robots, because they can be hacked so easily because they don't have any firewalls around them. And one day you could.
Well, we covered a story of a badly programmed. Camera dildo.
Badly programmed fucking cam dildo.
So the company that programmed cam dildo. The company that programmed, this is just a throwback to a previous episode. The company that programmed and made this dildo that had a camera inside of it, was wireless, so you could view the camera without any wires sticking out of your beebs. And it was literally stolen code, or they borrowed it from an affiliate or whatever. It was a copied code of what they use in like 7-Eleven, like cheap $10 little drones that you can run around and access with your cell phone. Mm-hmm. And they're made to be cheap. They didn't pay a programmer to do it. They got someone to take 10 minutes to read Wikipedia and do a code academy, and then made a little web application. So none of the stuff that is like best practices in regards to making a secured login for a thing, like the login for the thing was hard coded into it. So you just click it and it opens up and it's logged in. There's no way to change the password. There's no way to make a password. There's no way to do anything. It becomes an access point, and anyone that's in the vicinity can see on their Wi-Fi sex dildo access point, and then click it and then get access to the video feed of it. It was so horribly programmed. And then on top of it, it was completely rootable from remote, and then they could have access to the motors in it. And so you could just be using your shit, and all of a sudden the motors are doing whatever anyone that's sitting outside wants it to do.
Well, there's also bullets, Bluetooth non-camera dildos, and all sorts of other fun little toys that people can access.
Yeah, and so don't buy a cheap Chinese sex doll with crazy motors that could clamp down in your face. Advice to all.
I mean, look, man. Right now,
all I know is in this. Oh no, never mind. I have bad eyesight. That first picture on this article, I thought she had a gun. I thought someone gave a gun to a sex doll, and I'm like, yeah, she's gonna kill you. Don't put it in the fucking. Don't give it a gun.
Sex doll, but with gun.
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
my new
don't
OC.
kink shame, dude. Don't kink. Don't
This is my
kink
new.
shame,
This is
bro.
my new DeviantArt OC. Sex doll, but with gun. Please like and subscribe.
I mean, this is a complete bait article, though. I mean, really, you have to have.
Oh yeah, no, it's
You have to have
hardcore
servos
bait.
that could somehow latch on and kill you, and then you'd have to have a
Right, 'cause
horrible.
look, all right, we are not at that point with our sex doll technology at the moment.
Japan. I've
okay?
seen some Japanese fucking treadmill fucking machines that might
The UK has some pretty
literally a
advanced
belt sander.
technology.
Like, ugh.
I mean, we set the standard here in America for sex dolls. Okay, those fucking. I don't even want to talk about what I've seen.
Not looked
No,
up
we
stuff.
don't.
Please don't.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
You've looked up stuff. Don't you lie. I've
You
seen
don't.
those
You
same
don't. You don't have
documentaries.
to. You don't have to go down this. You
The,
can choose not to.
Okay. Oh my god, I have another poo story. Damn.
Oh,
No.
dude.
Fucking take a rain check on your poop stories. Jesus fuck.
I had a theme. I had a theme this evening. I didn't know it would ruin your day.
That
DKG
doesn't-
shit. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay. Anyways, this will be my final story because it's more than a poo story, but it's hilarious.
Is it also a
I'm sure everyone's heard this because this has gone viral so much that my fucking boss came up to me. He's like, "Yo, did you hear that story?" Like, it was hilarious. But so the guy made a Kickstarter about it. But this is the story of. Let's just read the article. Woman gets stuck upside down in Tinder date's window trying to retrieve her poo.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know
story.
how you didn't get this in the fucking thing, Kaz, because this is. I was like, Kaz
I
is gonna
got
pull the
it,
story.
and I literally thought it wasn't that great.
This is my favorite story of all time. Okay, Tinder
was
date
crying.
happens. I'm gonna just tell the story. Tinder date happens. Guy girl hook up. They swipe the direction you're supposed to. They go out for drinks. They go out for a movie. They come home. They actually are enjoying each other. So they go back to the house, his house. They're watching a movie. They're enjoying themselves. Girl goes to bathroom, comes back out after a little while, and explains to gentleman, so I needed to take a poo.
No, didn't she get stuck in the window?
I'm getting there. Trust me.
Oh.
This is the build up to it. You've just spoiled. No, I spoiled the lead already.
I'm sorry.
But so this is just anxiety. I don't know why you don't enjoy this, Pet, but this is anxiety. This is hilarious. Poor kid, because this happens.
Keep going.
A lot of people don't want to they're have qualms about going to the bathroom in significant others' places or even new people's places. But so girl goes to the bathroom
Right.
and it turns out she had to poo, but whatever. Who knew? She does her own business. But so she went to the bathroom and she's like, "Hi, I'm sorry. I just went to your bathroom and I have to tell you this. I need to come clean. I had to go poo. Sorry. When I did, I tried to flush and it didn't flush down. So I panicked and I wrapped the poo in toilet paper and tried to throw it out your window. And it turns out she didn't realize that he has kind of a special house that the window that opens up to what he calls the void zone, which is yay big. And then there's another window. And it's in the walls of the house.
Wait, that's not a normal person setup.
No,
for normal houses.
it's in Britain. It's a fucking built-on
Oh,
house
okay,
or
never
whatever.
mind. It's a double
That
window.
Yeah.
excuses it.
It's
Yeah.
just some add-on to an add-on in a weird place. But so basically, there's this void that's like yay big in between two windows that you don't get to. There's no way to get to it. And she's like, I threw it in there, and I can't consciously leave you alone with this poo in your house.
Wait, I'm pretty sure the way I read it was different. I'm pretty sure
We're getting there.
what I read. Okay, keep going, because I swear.
So
to God.
she apparently, because this come out later at times, that people what happened was he started a Kickstarter that said, I need to pay for a window. It's about the cost of my rent. My flat lord is gonna kill me if I don't pay for it. Like, here's the story. And people were giving, oh yeah, great story but fake or whatever. The girl actually came up eventually and she was like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, I mean, he graciously told it the way he told it, but like, I was on my hands and knees, like, begging him to forgive me, like, for what I did. And so basically she was like, I will retrieve the poo, but we need to, like, fish her down. So she goes in the window and retrieves the package and then chucks it back out the window. And then he goes to try to pull her out, and she's stuck good at that point. At which point the firefighters had to come and retrieve her from the window. So if you imagine, this is the difference in the panes between here and here. Up there, a window opens, kind of stuff. That's her in it.
Holy shit! Oh no! Oh no!
I'd probably just do
No.
that.
Yeah, it's there's firefighters getting her out.
God,
Which they ended up just breaking the window.
This isn't the reason I don't find this funny is because literally, if you have anxiety, this is the worst case scenario.
This is what happens. Well,
This
I mean,
is
when
what
it comes,
this is what your anxiety tells you will happen.
they're still dating.
And the one time it actually comes true.
This is
Fucking-
honestly a bad anime short, right? Like this is like,
Oh, okay.
this is easily a
I
Miyazaki film
see-
coming out next
be my
year.
worst-
I see my
Fucking
misguidedness
nightmare.
in the way that I originally read this story. So the way that I originally read this story was she went to the bathroom, took a poo, threw it, realized it didn't go out, went to go get it, got stuck. He came in, was like, "Bitch, what?"
No, basically she said, I went for a poo in your toilet and it wouldn't flush. I don't know why I did this, but I panicked and I reached into the toilet bowl and I wrapped it in tissue paper and I threw it out the window. But yeah, it fell into the zone. It's good times. You know, like you do.
Like, not only this just, like, happening on its own, but it becoming a fucking news story is, like, the worst case anxiety scenario possible.
You made a bunch of money on Kickstarter on GoFundMe.
I mean, like, yeah. But
And they got a second date and they've still been hanging out.
Yeah, I
Coming
mean...
to Studio Ghibli next year.
I mean, once you get over a girl's poo, like, you can marry that bitch.
Well, according to her Twitter, she was like, "Yeah, no, he was nice about it. Like, he could have made fun of me, but he was like, he laughed about it, and we laughed together, and he actually like, took it with stride. Then he did, but then again, he did let her climb down into his window. Horrible place. I'd have been like, yo.
I mean, okay, hold on, wait. Hold the fuck on and wait. So let's take this situation into our own hands. A girl shits, throws fucking poo into your fucking window. Are you gonna try to be a fucking gentleman and be like, you know what? I'll go get that for you, girl. No, you're gonna be like, so you're gonna get that?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Shit dies back there all the time. I'm not gonna care about the poo in the wall. Okay, like I'm sorry. I don't care about the poo in the wall. I don't own this house.
Said, hey.
I don't own this house. It's not my concern forever. It's not my telltale heart. It's not.
She went to him and said, "Hey, I'm an amateur gymnast. I can get that shit."
I mean, honestly though, she got up in it. Like that's impressive. Like, I don't know how you. I mean,
this really is a modern
climbed up on
fucking
the chair, climbed into the window.
modern. This really is a modern adaptation of the Telltale Heart. Like,
oh, I'll take it. Yep. Come to my window. Yeah. Great. Now we've lost it. Oh, horrible. Yeah, I guess if the air conditioner's melted in there, that's a problem. But yeah.
Yeah.
I giggled at that story many, many times, so I thought I'd share it with y'all. So, enjoy.
All right. All right, let's see.
Wow.
I don't know what to do now, dude. So, the movie It, right? It's about a scary clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some Canadian clowns took offense to this. Yeah. So they took offense to this because they were like, "Yo, this is gonna hurt the image of clowns by having this movie come out because we've already been having a bad time as it fucking is." So they were gonna go protest one of the showings of the movie It because, as they said, it has just not been a great, time for clowns in the most recent years.
But the only way that clowns protest is to be creepy. Didn't we do this last year?
Is clowns like a way to sugarcoat the term juggalo? Because
all right, no, don't fucking.
No.
I don't know about y'all, but
And on their numerous and last appearance on this show, ladies and gentlemen, Petvetm.
Apparently, Kaz defends juggalos a lot. I had the same thing happen to me in Vegas.
I'm not defending juggalos. I'm defending clowns against juggalos.
I was in Vegas and there was a big old juggalo fucking ad, and I was like, hey, check out these fuckers. And Kaz's like, excuse me, they do a lot for society. They're actually quite amazing.
What the fuck? When did I say that?
It's like, you're misrepresenting what their cause is. You're mixing up.
Oh.
I was like, wow, all right.
I don't see my dad anymore. I gotta go.
Kaz is a fucking closet juggalo.
You can't be a
No, bro. You're lies and fucking slander, dude. All right.
3 juggalo viewers. We just lost our
all of them, the actual juggalos.
We just lost all our
juggalos can no longer be a hashtag because of you, Kaz.
All the juggalos out there this were just like, that's the last straw, and went to fucking like unfollow, unsub.
No one should be defending clowns either.
Yes, you should. Oh my god. All right, look.
I don't want to be associated with those kinds of people.
We just had this issue last year or a year before. Wasn't there like a bunch of clowns in fucking Seattle running around just like creeping people out?
That's okay. That's the thing I'm talking about. Those aren't legitimate fucking clowns. Those are assholes in fucking.
What's the fucking?
What's the difference between an asshole in makeup and a clown? Nothing.
You drop the line. Where do you fucking define where a fake clown ends and a real clown starts? Like, what's the fucking merit for that? I
am on the campaign trail with Petvetm.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, if we're gonna start throwing slander, this coming from the wrong way. This coming from the goddamn furry in the room. How dare you?
Are you comparing clowns to furries?
Hold on. Yeah. I didn't know we were fucking going there. I didn't know
they do more for society.
We were pointing that out. Like, hold on.
Clowns are terrifying creatures of the night. Furries are just.
This is why they're protesting. This is why they're protesting, man.
And how are they protesting? Tell me how they're protesting in a way to bring everyone to love clowns. Are they showing up in the middle of the night in the parking lot while your car? Are they hiding underneath the engine of your car? Are they coming out of your fucking sink? What are they doing?
They will be gathered outside of the town's Silver City Theater shortly before the movie premieres.
What time is that?
With signs. This was
1 a.m. in the morning.
The movie came out Thursday.
God damn.
But one of their quotes, we feel that this has done great harm to the business of clowning and for clowns. A number of clown clubs have actively folded due to the negativity surrounding it. You will need to remember that clowns are people too.
All right. No, these clowns are doing it wrong. They need to learn how to monetize over it. I know.
Okay. They're also like clowns that do work for charity mostly. Like they're like charity clowns. So like they're trying to keep a very, 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 very positive image. not a money making image. So
I don't want to alienate our clown audience here, but I don't really feel comfortable associating myself with those people. Like I don't really want them like moving into our neighborhoods and like fucking like throwing impromptu birthday parties and shit. What's next? Clown marriage? No thanks.
Once one moves in, the rest follow, and then there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, come on, there goes the neighborhood. Perfectly good neighborhood.
Next thing you know, your kids are gonna be around with red noses.
Next thing you know, your kids are gonna be fucking teaching their friends how to make like balloon animals,
juggle
like,
bowling balls and shit.
What's up with that? I try to be progressive, but this is just taking it too far.
These people.
Clowns are people too.
We need to end clown Planned Parenthood.
I don't really think I'm comfortable with clowns fucking rallying for clown voting over here. Like,
I'm
all inclusive and stuff, but this
you're hating on me.
We're all telling jokes here, but fuck clowns, though. Seriously, I fucking don't care.
Yeah,
so rude, dude.
Dude, I know how to juggle. I know how to make the balloon animals. I know how to spit fire.
I know how to do all of those things as well. I don't have to dress up like a creepy monster of the night to do it. I don't have to terrify people's dreams. I don't have to fucking ruin their lives.
Legit, like, is that shit? Clown phobias exist. There's like a real term for it.
I think they're fighting. I think they're fighting against the phobias happening. Like, you shouldn't be afraid of clowns, but they do it by dressing up like crazy, creepy clowns. What clowns spit fire? Best clowns. The best clowns.
I have to admit, there's the clown makeup needs to evolve away from what it used to be.
Curlicue. Neat.
No, like to have an internet scam.
I'm gonna end the news section with a beautiful, funny story of a bro who is the best bro.
Internet scandal.
I'm gonna get away from this clown phobia.
Let's not continue down this discussion line.
Okay. So if you're hungry and you're in a field and your best bro has a biplane or whatever those airplanes are where you can fly by yourself, and it's got 2 wings and whatnot.
Biplane.
That's what I thought.
Most planes have 2 wings.
That's a biplane.
I know, but the little one with the fucking 2 wings and the propeller that's what I thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said biplane because that's what I thought it was, and then I checked myself just in case. That being said, they're calling this one friend level expert. This friend caught it on Snapchat as he messaged his friend, "Hey, I heard you were flying by over my farm later. I'm a little hungry. Drop me off some Subway." And his homeboy delivered, and as he flew past him and threw out a Subway sandwich out of his fucking plane, which I thought was pretty sick. But yeah, he got it on Snapchat. His friend flying by. And boosh.
That sandwich is brutal.
Talk about eating fresh.
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
Where are you going with this, guys?
A man went, bought you food, brought it back to you in a fucking plane, did a fucking flyby, had to get low to the fucking ground, right? And all you got was a fucking 6-inch sub, you dirty turd piece of shit. Well, you didn't even get a fucking foot long?
He probably threw the drink out earlier and the bag of chips.
At least get the fucking foot long, my dude.
Man,
like,
guys, I'm not really sure about the direction Postmates is taking their business lately.
Honestly, though, if as people were saying, if Uber Eats was fucking upgrading, man, I'd be like, yo, I'm Curly. I got this. I'm like, yo, meatballs.
I would do that so hard.
Yeah, it'd be great. That was my feel-good story to end everything out with. Shall we move on, Kaz?
Fine, I was going to add this other story, but we can move on.
Is it?
It's been a while.
Is it worth?
I mean,
Do your
A
story.
councilman had to resign from his seat after it came out that he was a furry.
It's game time
Hell yeah!
with Curly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Only on DKGWELP.
I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. I gotta go immediately.
Cerberus has got me. I'm dead.
Bro, this picture is so good though. You can't waste that picture. At least show the picture. At least show the fucking picture, bro.
To the audio listeners, is it just the side eye? Okay.
All right, moving on. Game time. Game time.
No, we gotta go, guys. We can't. We can't do this.
I gotta hold it for enough time so that this becomes the thumbnail of the video.
No. We can't.
Yes.
All right. It's game time. We're transitioning to game time. Once again, everybody, if you would like to submit any questions, comments, or Clements to the show, the email address is below. Anything at dkgtv.com. You will email the show. If you would like to send a Snapchat to anyone, the Snapchat information is below or on the website or somewhere. It's Curly's, Curleys, or kingcastphoto.martialarts.
Nope.
Ralph Macchio.
Ooh, Ralph Macchio. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, like, Ralph Macchio right now, dog.
Cobra Kai, furry.com.
Oh, bro.
So, I got some games for y'all.
Cats. 407.
We will go into the questions, comments, and Snapchat/Instagram section later in the episode. But right now we have games. If you've noticed, the chat is now in emote-only mode, which means you cannot spoil. If you spoil with emotes, you are the coolest person ever. I'll probably give you a game or something. I don't know where my notepad is because the cables are blocking it.
Give him the best.
Jesus Christ! There you go.
Give us a mood bowl taco grab.
If you want to spoil because you got the answer, all you have to do is 100 bits or more, and you can have Justin or Jason read whatever you want on the screen.
Pay to win. Pay to win.
This stream will always and forever be pay to win, baby. All right, your first game is the easiest game you can ever do. All answers are
every time he says
50-50. You can only be wrong half the time. It's 50-50. Okay? They're very easy.
Every time.
There's only two options for answers. That means if one of you gets it wrong, the next person to buzz in, with your name, by the way, is the fucking winner. So name is your buzzer. Everyone, what's your name? At the same time, go.
Fun!
Okay. It only happens when it rains. So 50-50. This is basically just seriously.
Just the bits, please. Wasting bits early here, so I don't do it. It's the other answer, clearly.
God damn it.
That was good radio.
Oh, love you.
Good radio here at DKGWELP.
For instance, again, 50-50. Yield or stop. Which traffic sign is shaped like a triangle?
Fun.
Fun.
Yield.
That is the yield sign indeed. 1 point for fun. Keep track yourselves. John Adams or John Quincy Adams? Which president was the son of the other?
Pet.
John
John Adams?
Fun.
John
Quincy Adams.
Okay.
They don't teach me these things in school.
Those are too many presidents back. Petvet, for a bonus point, what color skin was John Quincy Adams? 50-50.
Caucasian.
It's a really easy question. Kind of a toss-up.
Excuse me?
Foo or Roo? Which one is a friend of Winnie the Pooh?
Pet.
Roo. Roo indeed is correct. For a bonus point, name Roo's parent.
Kanga.
Fun.
Love it. This isn't even an NPR. I'm just making up questions now. Halloween or Thanksgiving? Which holiday takes place on the same weekday every year?
Fun. Thanksgiving.
Correct. Bert or Ernie? Which Sesame Street Muppet is yellow?
Fun.
That's a toss-up. That was at the exact goddamn same time. I'm going to not give it to Fun because Fun answered.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
you said yellow?
out of Bert or Ernie, which one is yellow?
Bert.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. Red.
I'm gonna cry.
An oak tree or an apple tree? Which one grows from the larger seed?
Fun.
Fun.
An oak tree.
That is correct. I have no idea what the seed of an oak tree looks like, but that's
It's an acorn.
But that is it bigger than?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's bigger.
Oh, than an apple seed.
An aguacorn is bigger than an apple seed.
I think it's bigger than an apple seed.
I thought of the apple as the whole seed.
I'm just guessing here now, but I think it's bigger than an apple seed.
I think the sassy.
It's a tiny little black thing in the stuff you can't chew.
All right, Petvet's lost the next 3 questions.
No, wait, I've got a fucking
Petvet
apple.
lost the last. Fucking what?
Kaz, yeah, is your buzzer broken, Kaz?
No, Kaz has just decided to
You
give
thought
up
an
like some
apple was
sort
a
of
seed,
infant.
bro.
Don't come at me like that. Okay.
You thought an apple was a seed, bro. There's nothing wrong.
The point of these game sections is I can't be made fun of.
I could literally
you
murder a
can.
man. I could
What's
literally murder a
There
man
we
right
go.
here, right now,
just broke
and
an
my
apple.
defense would be he thinks an apple is a seed. No,
He
the
thinks
whole
an
thing.
he thinks an apple's a fucking seed.
And they'd be like,
This apple right
you know
now.
what? You know what? We're not going to try you for murdering this man. We're going to try this man for thinking an apple is a seed.
I don't think that's on the books.
Continue.
I don't think that's on the crime book.
Continue.
Matt Damon or one that Kaz will get. Matt Damon or Ben Affleck? Who was picked people's
Kaz. I don't even need
sexiest
the
man
question.
alive
Kaz.
first? Kaz.
Matt Damon.
Wrong.
Fun.
It should
Fun.
be Matt Damon.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
All right, pull up a picture of these two right fucking now.
This is they've both been picked
Pull up a
sexiest
picture.
man alive.
Pull up a picture of the two right fucking
Guys,
now.
this isn't from your
Chat-
own personal fucking
Chat
list.
yay or nay. Chat yay or nay. Fucking Matt Damon or Ben Affleck. Nay is for Ben Affleck. Yay is for
This
Matt
is-
Damon.
This is like
Neither. They are not on my kink list. Go away.
Hold on, we're doing
I'm
it.
not asking you. I'm asking chat.
this.
All
is
right,
this
hold
isn't
on. That's
you
a
with
bad
who
picture of Matt
has
Damon.
fuck-
Don't do that. Don't fucking do
Hold
that.
on, we got
Don't you
more.
pull up. Don't you pull up that pic? There we go. That's a good picture of Matt Damon right there. What the fuck? Find me like a Born Identity.
No,
picture
hold
of
on.
Matt-
Pick your
No,
actual
I'm
emotes that they can
sorry,
do.
I didn't know
A
this was
Dorito-
the segment where Kaz details who we would fuck. Ben Affleck or fucking Matt Damon.
A drunk KO1 is for Matt Damon, and no, Salt is for Matt Damon, and a Franker Z is for Ben Affleck.
Are we doing this?
Neither.
I'm gonna scroll through these.
Gross.
Here you go.
Both
Are we?
gross.
Is this happening right now?
Kaz needs this solved.
All right.
Ew.
Is that Adam Sandler?
Fuck. Wait, what was Salt for?
Salt for Matt Damon.
All right, yeah, there we go. There we go. 2 is enough. We're done. All right, move on to the next
No.
question.
I queued up more pictures. Hold
They're
on.
both
I don't even
gross.
think anybody knows what Franker Z is, dog.
All right, that's enough. All right.
Yeah, that's it. We've gone down that hole.
I lost my notepad. Do. That was
Give
a
him
point
the
for fun.
bag.
Holy shit!
Mistake.
We can't help you, Kaz. We're in emote mode.
Thanks, Open Bay. We didn't notice. A radius or tibia. Which bone is in your leg?
Fun.
Kaz.
Fun.
Tibia.
Got it. Mork and Mindy or Starsky and Hutch?
Kaz.
Oh no, I'm out.
Kaz.
Mork and Mindy.
That is correct. It's a 50-50. The question was, which of these TV shows was a spin-off of Happy Days? Turns out. Mork and Mindy.
There you go, dude.
Got it. Florida or Pennsylvania? Which state currently has more electoral votes?
Kaz.
Kaz.
Wait, what were the two states?
Florida and Pennsylvania.
Florida.
That's indeed correct. Kaz is on a roll. Bonus points because
Kaz
he's
got
consecutive. This is another Kaz question. American Eagle Outfitters or American Apparel? Which clothing retailer was founded by a Canadian?
Kaz.
Kaz.
American Apparel?
Correct! 3 in a row.
Shit.
Kaz
God
got
damn it.
3. Kaz got 3. Kaz got 3. Kaz
Let
got
him
3.
have this. Let him have this.
Yes.
Lil Kim
I
or
don't
Lil
shop
Wayne?
at either of those stores, just so people know I don't shop at either of those stores.
Lil Kim or Lil Wayne? Which rapper is taller?
Kaz.
Kaz.
Little Kim.
It's
What
not
are
right.
What are these
Fine.
BuzzFeed ass questions? Bitch.
Fine.
Fun.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne indeed.
Well, he looks like a short fucking piece of trash.
He
does.
Lil Wayne is 5'5" and Lil Kim is 4'11". Venezuela or Bolivia?
Kaz.
Kaz.
Venezuela.
That is correct.
Two of our favorite countries here on DKG.
Which country is north of the equator?
I thought I was going to say which one has more money problems.
Yeah, right. Which one's featured in Ghost Recon?
I love that this game is gambling now.
It's 50-50.
It's
That's the way it
really
works. The
It's
Jacksonville
really good.
Jaguars or the Cincinnati Bengals? Which team's cheerleaders are known for their roar? Or as the roar?
Fun.
Fun.
Oh, the Bengals.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Bet. The other one.
For the point, name the other one. Either the state
Fuck.
or the team name.
I wasn't listening. I can't.
I knew it. I knew it.
Damn it.
I knew it.
Jacksonville.
And
Just repeat the fucking word I'm saying to you. Oh my god.
I can't
Can't even
hear
help
you
your
when you
child
fucking
help.
talk. When you whisper at a tone
No,
that
I can't hear you when
hear,
you fucking
bitch.
talk. Alright.
I'm just pouring more drink. I'm just pouring more drink. This is what it's
Yep.
like. Being,
Yep.
in the,
Family values, bro. This is what we bring to the
being in
show.
the fucking car
Oh,
with the
Lord.
two of them. We're never going on a road trip, by the way. None of us are ever going on a road trip.
Aww.
It's gonna happen. It's about
I'm starting to sing
happen.
alongs.
It's literally next month. It's about to happen. Is the fucking equivalent of a road trip.
Illinois Avenue or Kentucky Avenue? Which square on the standard Monopoly board is more expensive?
Fun.
Fun.
Illinois.
Correct. Well done. Billy Wilder or Alfred Hitchcock? Which filmmaker never won an Academy Award for Best Director?
Kaz.
Cass.
Hitchcock.
That is correct. Simon or Theodore? Which of these animated chipmunks wears glasses?
Pet
Fun.
Kaz.
Oh, I heard pet.
What?
is
Oh,
Simon.
That's
It's
correct.
Simon.
It's when the ping gets to me, not when you heard yourself, okay?
Collusion.
Collusion, my ass.
Bro.
It has to
Let
come
me
this direction.
have this.
Picking the millennials
All right,
so that
that
you
was
get
the-
that
that
millennial
was-
Let
vote.
me have this, Kaz.
That was
Fuck
the easiest
you.
game whatsoever. The next one is called this is easy. This is called Bad. This game, every answer has bad somewhere in it. Could be 2 words, could be 1 word, but the letters B-A-D at some point are in the word. Not it's gonna sound like bad, it's just the letters B-A-D. Somewhere in any of the answer. But they're consecutive, so they're B-A-D somewhere in there. So for instance, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are not good young men in this film.
Bad boys.
Fun.
Fun.
Bad boys.
Name is your buzzer.
I thought it was the fucking
Are you
example,
new?
bro. Why do you always set it up like it's a fucking example and not an actual question? So I think it doesn't fucking matter. I think it doesn't pertain to the rest of the fucking
Except
Pat,
never.
why do you forget how the show works every single week? Like consecutively.
He goes, like, he reads the fucking description and he's like, so if
No,
I
like,
want
every
to
time.
say-
No, like you're setting a record for most consecutive times you forget how this fucking show works.
This is a Lady Gaga hit about a love that is all wrong.
Pet,
Pat.
bad romance.
The capital of Pakistan.
Fun.
Fun.
Baghdad.
No.
We're Americans.
Kaz.
Oh, we are. I'm hiding around.
Nope.
Islamabad.
Those answers. What? What you say to me?
I gotta go.
This Weasley animal is the state animal of Wisconsin.
Fun.
Yes.
Fun.
Badger.
I heard it. Yeah. Cameron Diaz goes back to school to work there poorly in this 2011 film.
Kaz.
Kaz,
Bad teacher.
this is a lot about movies coming in, by the way.
His thing.
Oh no.
I can't. This is not my thing.
In this hit song, Daniel Powter complains about having a lousy 24 hours.
Kaz.
Kaz.
Bad day.
That's right. What? I don't know. I didn't
Oh
know
my
any-
god.
I questioned bringing any of these questions in, and I was like, nah, they're going to know more than I would. Jonah Hill and Michael Cera played high school seniors in this 2007 comedy. Kaz. Jonah Hill and Michael Cera played.
Super bad.
That's it.
Super bro.
I
Don't
just-
you ever.
You had that look.
Fucking ever. Don't you fucking ever, dog.
This one named comedian shares his name with the heroic Arabian Nights.
Kaz.
Kaz.
Bad.
Yes.
Fucking
All right.
Wapner's on at 11. We gotta get this done.
Got Sinbad's on. This 80s dance craze from Brazil was associated with short skirts and shaking hips and was nicknamed the Forbidden Dance.
Kaz?
Kaz.
Bailamo?
In the 80s?
I don't know.
He was a baby. And that song just means the dance.
That literally
dance.
is just that's just the Spanish word for to dance.
Yeah.
When I want to dance, I think of Enrique, dog. All right, that's how I
All right.
got for you, dog.
Okay.
That was the selling point in the focus group Skype that they had beforehand.
Or what's the new one?
Throwback.
Despacito? Despacito? No Spacito?
I'm the wrong
That's-
person to ask.
You are no.
Oh shit, Puck almost got it. Puck almost got it with the emotes.
Oh fuck.
But he can write the A. That's the thing. It's Lambada.
Despacito.
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry, that was the other one. Cast-off kids form a baseball team and win over Walter Matthau's Cold, Cold Heart in this 1976 film.
This is out of my league.
And that's right. No. 3, 2, 1. Bad news
Sandlot?
bears.
Oh, shit.
This island nation northeast of Trinidad and Tobago is the easternmost island of the Caribbean. Has bad in it.
I don't know geography, dude.
One of the pirates in the Caribbean movies.
I don't know those movies. I don't watch anything with Johnny Depp in it.
The one that's not Johnny Depp.
Hot
I
takes.
don't watch any Disney movies that aren't
Spicy
Moana.
takes.
Barbados.
Hot spicy nuclear takes
Oh, you know what
here.
you should have said where Rihanna is from. I probably
Where
would have gotten it on that.
Rihanna is from? How? That's a reverse question. Like, you can't Jeopardy the questions, okay? Damn it. All right, Kaz, this one is one of my favorite games of all times. This, that, or the other. You got 3 options and anything
could
could be.
What color is Taylor Swift's underwear?
Dang.
That's my favorite game.
Well,
dog.
I imagine always polka dots.
I always flowers. They're friendly with like little bows.
Fuck yeah, dog.
This, that, or the other. And this time, the this, that, or the other is going to be cocktails, wrestling, pro wrestling moves, or old-timey occupations. So,
I gotta go.
So I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a clue, and it's either going to be a cocktail, a pro wrestling move, or an old-timey occupation. First one up. The knocker up.
Kaz. Cocktail.
Not a cocktail.
Fun. It's an old-timey occupation.
For the actual point, can you describe what it is?
It's a woodworking move. I think.
Nope.
I don't know. Nope.
It doesn't matter. You still got the point. It is the person that would go around before alarm clocks were invented and literally knock on doors. And then they'd wake you up. They'd run around the building and be like, time to get up.
You got to use pea shooters.
You'll knock her up. The Savoy Corpse Reviver.
Fun.
Kaz.
Fun.
Wrestling move.
It's not a wrestling move.
Pet. Cocktail?
That is a cocktail.
Eee.
Look at you drinking. The Argentine...
Whoa, bro.
Your next clue is the Argentine Face Buster.
Fun.
Kaz.
Fun.
Wrestling.
That is a wrestling move, indeed. The next one is the Angry German.
Kaz. I'm going to go with a cocktail.
That is correct. Cocktail. As if you need to describe something as redundant as an Angry German. A next clue. Wrinkle Chaser. Kaz.
Old-timey occupation.
Old-timey occupation is correct.
Aye.
It is actually someone who works in the garment business that is taking, is basically running around ironing all the wrinkles out of shit in fabrics in the olden days, apparently, according to this guy, Pete Chung. Next clue is the Resurrectionist.
Fun?
Resurrectionist.
Wrestling move?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Kaz.
I heard ka. Ka first. This Kaz is going by ka right now.
I thought we were off that topic.
Resurrection. I'm going to go with old-timey occupation.
Indeed correct. And want to guess what it is?
Resurrectionist. I don't know, dog.
It is a polite way of referring to someone as a grave robber in the olden days.
Yeah.
Final clue. Shining
Would
Wizard.
be my job. Kaz.
Cocktail.
Cocktail.
That's a cocktail. Y'all passed the game time. Everyone's a winner here on the DKG show. Welcome back, chat.
Participation awards.
Honestly,
Yay!
I
did a thing.
I couldn't tell out of the three of you who got the most answers right. So
nobody was keeping track.
share that reward. Pretend it's the apparently the fucking hockey Olympics or whatever you guys talk about this time.
You tried your best.
Everybody gets a medal and stands on number one together, I guess, or whatever they do in the fucking.
Everyone's a winner.
Whatever works
want
out.
a broken apple.
On that note, we're going to move into the final portion of the show, which is the email, questions, comments, Snapchats, Instagram.
Shining Wizard is also a wrestling move.
I'm sure, but not during the time this fucking podcast was about. Blah, blah, blah.
That's because they don't fucking know.
Time for some cocktail-infused communications.
dkgWELP.
Email.
Now!
We have an email.
I have an email.
I cannot express the amount of tabs I now have open of Ben Affleck / Matt Damon that I need to close thanks to Kaz's fucking tangent. The show, and this is still up on my screen, so thanks that for everyone.
Damn, no. Daniel, we can't keep doing this.
Good times. We have an email from Bryce Castillo, Neshcom.
My boy.
Send to mail@dkgtv.com. Very nice, very clean, very concise, locked and loaded. Did you hear PewDiePie said the N-word twice? And then
Damn it, Bryce.
I
trusted you. I trusted you, Bryce.
I was wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
And this is what you give me.
For this I was like, oh man, this guy, one of the most intelligent men I know, he's gonna come in with some fucking real deal, Holyfield fucking shit. We're gonna have a real conversation. And now I gotta talk about PewDiePie saying the F slur, according to what he wrote here. My body is rejecting my soul, and I love you to die. And I love to die.
Poop uses the poop word.
My favorite blookity blop said the bleep bloops.
My favorite YouTube science man said the shit word.
That's what you get for listening to those McFoyle brothers.
Don't call me out like this.
Don't worry, they'll disappoint you just like we have.
On that note, snacking the Snapchats. I got Phunockery is the Steven Universe cup in hand. Says snap that shit.
I'm glad you don't have chips.
I got a picture of a tree and a dog.
I know.
Okay.
Tree dog.
That's a good dog.
Good old-fashioned dog time.
Get a load of that dog.
This might be gross.
Then don't. Okay.
This is my friend apparently watching the We're Alive finale with Casey Wayland from the We're Alive podcast. There's the Snapchat of him watching it on his laptop. Okay.
No, it's not Mech's dog. That's Sheep's dog.
That's all my Snapchats. Cool. This has been a fruitful endeavor into the email section of the show. Thanks, everybody, for your participation. Once again, if you do email the show or Snapchat the show or Instagram the show, we will read your questions or comments on the show live, as you've just seen. But apparently that's as deep as it goes. That's as deep as the tunnel of what y'all have to offer is. So, thanks for that.
I'm going to save my egg for later.
Okay. I'm going to let that one sink in.
This is good times. This is good country.
I mean, now is the best time to promote yourself.
I do commissions on the internet.
That's exactly what we want to hear.
I do art. Go to my Twitter. It's below. It's there. It's right there. Go to my Twitter. There's a link in bio. I do commissions.
I can add links to the show notes if you need to. Whatever you want. So.
Follow Phunockery at Instagram. I do writing. I'm gonna start streaming again in 2 weeks. Finally.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime on the internet.
Kids, dude, get the kids to school and I can stream.
The fuck? That's not my job. I didn't sign up for that shit.
That's my job.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And Kaz, you can find it at sportsoddsands.internet/discord.com.
Excuse me, bitch. Don't you even fucking dare.
Go to discord.com and ask them where my friend Kaz is, and then they'll tell you.
Discord should have track of all of those things. They have all the usernames and accounts, and if they won't give them to you, hack them. Teach them a fucking lesson.
You guys have been wonderful.
Just ask me. I don't know where Kaz is.
I'll put all the links below. If you guys have enjoyed this podcast, you can find it anywhere podcasts are found. If you enjoyed it live, you can get on the iTunes. You can listen to it if you miss it, or if you want to check it out later. Or if you want to support the show, just open up your favorite podcatcher, write a review, download it, save it to your device, then delete it. It works out really well. Gives us numbers and all that stuff. Thank you guys for doing that. None of you are doing that. I know it. I can see it. Petvet's never downloaded a podcast in their life.
Why you gotta call me out all the time? I'm just trying to live my life.
Hey, if there were 4 white guys here who were all related, she would have downloaded. They would have downloaded that podcast.
Hey, my brother! Did you see that I did a thing that's really funny? I ate a sandwich sideways.
All right, you're fucking stretching, dog.
I can't be associated with
Slide into them DMs.
Excuse me. I take care of my child. I know where my child is.
I'm refunding my Twitch compact.
I love you all. I'll see you later. You'll see you
Don't come at me, fucking Sprox. My child is here, dog.
Fucking
play him out. I can't hear you because your Skype dog's out. Whenever I talk, we can't hear your face. It's good times. I love exploiting Skype failures.
Oh my god.
20-minute rant starts now. Trump's America.
I heard one of the McPoyles voted for Trump.